That is self-defense still. If it's a man-on-man spitting situation, and a man spits on me, he said, what's going on, y'all? Ground Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today we're checking out Authentic Alphas. And this video was sent to me by the homie Ola. Go ahead and check him out. I'm gonna link his Instagram down in the description, man. He got the workouts on deck for you, man. Definitely inspirational. But the name of this video right here is Woman Spits on Fresh and Fit's Myron Gaines. Did y'all hear anything about that?
No.
I didn't either. So yeah, this should be pretty interesting, man. Let's see what the hell is going on with this. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. Love hearing what y'all got to say, so comment down. Let's get it.
Let's really talk about this then. Yeah. You wanted $10,000 a month, and I said no, because I'm not going to pay you.
I don't want $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
I make well over $10,000
But I'm saying I'm not paying no girl any money. Like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for
You've never bought pussy before?
No.
I wish we could.
No. And thank
Have you ever got an Uber?
Stop interrupting. So thank you for cementing the fact that I don't pay girls off sugar sites. Thank you.
Then why are you
And
on
then
that?
also,
Fox.
because I use it as a dating site. I've said it many times.
We do it all the time.
Hey.
But it's like, why though? Like, why pay to be on a sugar daddy website? It's called Seeking Arrangement, so you can seek an arrangement.
Okay.
Why not get on Twitter?
I'm seeking hosts.
And it's not for us to be a model and a sex
So
worker.
what? You're a troll, so
You
you're
can be-
fake.
Oh.
Are you admitting to your audience you're fake?
Yes, we say it all the time.
City boys, we up,
City
man.
boys.
Why you gonna booty us, Marvin? Don't question me, Fresh. But anyway, since you did, we're gonna be getting girls off of Seeking Arrangements. Since Ayendei left, it's been pretty tough to get them, so I gotta get on Seeking Arrangements. I'm gonna take this money right here, and I'm gonna get a couple sugar babies in on the show, and I'm gonna use a library computer so that way they can trace it back to us.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that, Chris.
No, you can't do that.
Well, Chris, what do I pay you for then, Chris? I'm gonna make you do it.
I don't wanna.
You don't want to do it, Chris?
I'm tired, Myron.
Chris, don't make me hurt you again.
Do it, Chris.
Get on it right now. Let's go.
Come on, man.
Well, there you have it. Finally, an admission of guilt.
What's the definition of city boy?
City boy? I guess a city boy is somebody who gets to bust and block and run around and ruin the room on them hoes. And yeah.
And since Fresh
And I guess it's somebody who essentially gets away with the stuff that girls get away with on dudes all the time. Like finessing them for meals, paying for certain things.
No, not girls get away with guys all the time. Trashy girls get away with guys all the time.
Oh, correct.
Add the adjective there, please.
Okay. Trashy girls. I guess so. I guess city boy is.
So city boys are like trashy boys.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I guess so.
But why would they feel so proud about it? I'm a city boy. It's like you're basically saying I'm a thot with pride.
I mean, dudes don't care about that being a thot. That's not a big deal to being a thot. I mean, one thing I think is lame when you run around here like, oh yeah, she paid for my meal, and then she came back and paid for my clothes, and she paid my rent too. And guess what I did?
So you're a J.
Nothing. Yeah, you're a J. You are a J. Yeah, you're essentially a J. Let's continue the video and see what's going on.
Okay.
Like-
The volume's too low. What he just said. Do you want to just tell people what he said?
He was just basically saying that Fresh and Fit and them are essentially frauds, just as you guys have thought. And this video right here is going to show it. So let's go and listen to what this guy here. This is an interview by the guy named John Anthony Lifestyle, and then this is the thought that was on the show that I think is the person who is in question that spit on Myron Gaines, and we're going to see what the hell they got to say. So let's go and get to it.
I found evidence of them paying chicks multiple times, of them like faking a whole lifestyle, faking skills with dating and fitness and this and that. So somebody said,
Yeah.
they showed me the clip where you were on with Andrew Tate and that.
Was the fact that you're on a sugar daddy website and you're trolling women that are looking for a sugar daddy. The financial assistance for that matter. The financial assistance for that matter. Living in a city, in a big city, Miami. Miami's not easy. And then you bring them on here to degrade them for finding men that pay them way more than you make. And it's a word on the street. In Miami, that's why you don't step out.
Well, reputation.
You don't step out on the streets because people would fuck you up if you step.
Fresh air. It's been a long time since I've left the apartment.
I see them Chester boots in it. I recognize them. Oh, that's that nigga Myron Gaines. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, come here, bro. Come here, get his ass, y'all. Hey, there go Myron Gaines, y'all.
That nigga Myron.
So basically, right there, the lady was saying, yeah, well, he doesn't go out, you won't go out because you get raspy, And then Ayendei is saying right here that Myron has messed up his relationship with the police in Miami, so even if he was to step out, he couldn't go and be a lame snitch ass and be like, yeah, police, they beat me up. Because there's such a large Haitian population there that if he was to call them, the guy Bendham was Haitian, and now they're gonna be like, oh, you said go back to your country? And then he'll just, they'll probably just leave him hanging. What you think about that, man, when somebody said go back to you?
But why is Fresh still out and about? So people only hating on Myron, but not Fresh.
That's a great question. I don't know. I guess because Myron was the one who actually voiced it and said it, but I mean, Fresh was laughing and shit, but
right?
That is a good question. Yeah, why is Myron just not out? Maybe he is hyper focused. Who knows? But I'm not gonna give him that. I'm just gonna say he's scared. Let's get it.
Anyways, so I met him through Seeking Arrangements. I've been in the sugaring lifestyle for 4 years now. It's been something that has helped me with my family and my lifestyle, and it's just accommodated. So he messaged me, and of course, he's a younger, I suppose decent looking from afar kind of guy, as opposed to the options, right? When you're on Seeking Arrangements, you're usually getting like old random dudes or no photos at all, right? So it was, he does it properly as far as, marketing himself where there's the right pictures with the dog, and, he's got this big long profile that's like, all his successes and everything he's accomplished, and you're like, okay, this guy sounds, like he's halfway normal. So it was an abrasive message, more so direct that, I was outside the norm of what he's seen on there, and he knows I'm new to Miami, and it looks like I might live in his building, and we could make something fun happen, and he'd love to introduce me and help me with my business, and total sweet charmer, right? I told him, I was like, well, I would I'm not gonna keep talking, you haven't even asked me what kind of allowance I'm looking for, and this is kind of wasting my time. I'm very direct. I was like, if you want to stay connected, whatever, let me know. Kind of just cut it, and then he immediately was like, allowance? What the fuck? What kind of allowance would you possibly want? Immediately got offensive. And I told him, I was like, honestly, I've been used to getting around 10K, anywhere from 8 to 10K for the last.
All right, man. So y'all heard what she said, man. All this crap about Myron's on Seeking Arrangements and all this. And yeah, you need to pay me. And Myron's, he's selling her dream and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I'll get your YouTube up and get the Suku up and all this kind of stuff. And basically, what Ayendei is saying is that I guess you've always got chicks like this that are on Seeking Arrangements and all this, expecting allowance and all that kind of stuff, and they're not even a likable person. Which this lady's not really that likable based on these 2-3 clips that I'm seeing, and the title of the video itself is not a likable person kind of title. But I don't know. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I think he also mentioned how Myron is kind of like that. His personality is just he draws a lot of empty checks. Yeah. He writes a lot of empty checks to people, his friends around you. Yeah. And then he exploit those people when he could, and then when those people ask for the cash out, he'll be like, oh. Out of here, or I'm gonna pull out my Glock, whatever you call it.
Yeah, his Glock.
Yeah. But I also feel the fact that he's on the sugar daddy side. There are two possibilities, right? First one, he's actually paying for these girls, right? And that just makes him a fake person because he's against everything he said on the show. Yeah. Or he's not paying for these girls because he's wishing on, I guess, take these girls out on actual dates without being a sugar daddy. Right. But he clearly knows what those girls on the side wants. They want someone to provide for them. They're not looking for a date to fall in love. So it's doesn't that mean that you're super cheap because you? Yeah, and it's crazy.
He thinks his game is just so over the top that he's gonna pass over the fact that everybody that's on there is on there for money. He thinks, oh yeah, I can just get you with that pandemic pickup. You remember the pandemic pickup? I think you were saying something about it when you were like him being on Seeking Arrangements and acting like he's not paying or doing all that kind of stuff is like a dude going on a website, like a gay dude website, and then acting like he's not gay or something. He's like, you're saying you're trolling and all this kind of shit, but it's like, why would you get on there?
Yeah, why would you get on there and invest your, you have a profile, right? As she said, you have pictures, you have it built up. Yep. So why would you invest all the time and effort to build up a profile and actually talk to girls on there, but you're not you're not like giving them what they want. You know? It's like a straight guy going onto a gay dating site, talking to all those guys, but when the gay guys are like, hey, you down to fuck? And then the straight guy be like, oh no, I'm straight. I'm just here looking for friends. Come on, it's a gay dating app.
Right.
Like,
right.
We all know why you're here.
We all know why you're here. So Myron, cut the crap, man. You and Fresh be out here paying for that thing. Y'all lame as hell.
So the bottom part of your ass like off the camera.
I know, because my desk is too high.
There you go. Wow, that's nice.
But yeah. Anyways.
What else?
What else can he say? He can't be like, oh, okay, I'm not impressed.
You're worth that. And
Because I'm asking for money, which is what the site's for, anyways. Okay.
Exactly. Like that. I don't get it. Why are you coming here to troll me when this is what it's for? You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I did another video. Did you hear about the whole Anna Quinn thing? There was like this Anna Quinn fitness, and he hit her up. Or no, yeah, he hit her up, and he's like, "We should collab over fitness." And then he's like, "Well, I don't."
I can squat more than that guy. I don't know why he thinks so fit. Like, it's so weird.
All right, y'all. So basically, what Ayendei said was the first time he realized that Myron was sort of a fraud was when he first was, you know, seeing him on the show and everything. And Myron, he kind of gives you that aura of invincibility a little bit, and kind of just seems like he just knows what the hell he's talking about. And I will admit that when I first saw him, I kind of felt like he knew what he was talking about too. Like I was like this dude's ugly. So I mean, he's got to know what he's talking about as far as game. Well, I mean, yeah.
What? But there's no proof that he's getting girls. So how did you draw that conclusion? Because
it's like, I don't know. It was just the way that he presented himself. When you present yourself in a way that's like confident and everything like that, it makes it easier to be believable.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's why Myron's believable, but then you got Fresh over there. He shows off the glitz and glamour. So that's two different types of manipulation right there.
I feel like it would be so much better if instead of like teaching men how to not harass, how to finesse women, you know, bust and block.
Yeah.
If they can just teach men how to be confident when it comes to like a career setting, you know, when you're going through a job interview or you're trying to get more investors to invest in your case, you're trying to build a case.
Right.
You know, how to talk in a confident way, because that would be so much more helpful than teaching a guy, oh, you can bust this girl and then pull out and then leave before the morning comes, and then it's like, so what do you get out of it then besides you bust a girl that night? Nothing.
What do you do? You can pull out and then leave. What?
Yeah, don't spend the night, find an excuse, leave.
They say they do all this stuff in the daytime show where they talk about credit cards and real estate and all that kind of stuff, but I've never seen it. I mean, I've seen like a daytime show, like one or two of them, but they don't push the daytime show. They only push Fresh and Fit clips. Bimbo gets kicked out. We told this Bimbo she was a dumb thot. This Bimbo said she only had 2 bodies, but she was running around with 10 dudes and all this kind of. They don't talk about that kind of stuff, and if they do, don't really go into detail about it. They give you very surface level stuff that really can't send you anywhere.
I think we talked about this earlier. It's like, I think people tend to brag about things they lack the most.
Yeah. Right?
So if you're lacking money, once you had a little bit of money, you want the whole world to know, you put the money on you, you buy all those fancy bling bling stuff.
Yep.
And if you're lacking girls, of course you want to brag about how many girls you smack all the time. And you'll be like, yeah, I'm talking to this girl, I'm talking to this girl, look at her, oh, look at this booty, I smashed her last night. It's like, come on. It's like, if you are at the point where you're successful, girls or pussy shouldn't be an issue. You should have plenty of it if you choose to be like that, you know?
So basically, you should be like Barry Sanders. You score so many touchdowns. Every time you score a touchdown, you walk off. You don't even do a celebration dance.
Yeah, it's like pussy.
You don't even know who Barry Sanders is.
I have an idea. So it's like it shouldn't be something that you're constantly bringing up to brag about with your friends. Just like move on, find the next goal in life. Keep progressing, never stop. Just keep on running.
All right, that's good advice, Angie. Let's go.
I've never met you. She was like in Cali, he was in Miami. And he's like, well, basically, like, you're gonna have to like fuck me if you want to come on my show. He was saying stuff like that.
Oh my god, yeah. See, here's my thing: is that Myron, he is nothing without the microphone in front of him or his phone in front of him. If you get that man, I've been in the elevator with him in our building like 7 times outside of being on that cast, and he literally just looks at me like his balls drop. He has no idea like what to say. He just stares at me, especially when I'm ready for the day. He'll just like stare at me and be like, oh my god, you know what I mean? And then like other days when I'm looking like a hood rat, he'll just like, and I've said it like the last time I saw him in the elevator, I was like, we went viral, and I was just being like fucking cheeky, you know what I mean? And he just looked at me and he was like, yeah, and you're gonna hear from my lawyer. And I was like, I can't fucking wait.
What do you think about that? Him when he's on the computer, he's going in, and then when you see him in person, he's just like.
Myron, how are you, Myron? Hey. Oh, okay. All right. So Myron, you don't want to talk, Myron? You were on seeking arrangements talking, but you don't want to talk now, Myron? Like, what's going on, Myron? Come on. Well, gee, Myron, and you could at least said something, Myron. Come on, Myron.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
What?
Just looking at somebody.
Oh, I know people like that.
But then again, right there, do you think that Myron's actually looking to her to bust out, or do you think that he just wanted her for like the show?
That's a good point, because I feel like since they're on a mutual agreement, right,
Yeah.
that she wants allowances, and
Yeah.
Myron's probably not going to provide her that shit,
Right.
so he probably crossed her off the list.
Right.
You know, he just wants her to be on the show, and that's
Right.
it.
Yeah, because I wouldn't. There would be no longer any type of conversation to be had once you've already said that. I see you in the elevator. I don't give a shit.
Right.
cares?
Right.
All right, man. So basically, Ayendei said right there that Myron would talk a big game, and then when he sees him out, and Myron talking about, I cold approach this, I cold approach that, and all that, and he'll walk up on a girl and she'll reject him all the time. Like he never saw Myron ever pull anything in the field, and then he said every time he would do it, he would have success, and Myron would be like, hey, how did you do it? Ah! Like he'd be like, yeah, he'd be angry. Like I guess he feels like I'm the game guru. Why are you doing this? You're the lower tier kind of thing like that.
Mm-hmm. So to answer the first question, I think that's a scenario where you think you're better than all of your friends.
Yep.
And that's when you get really upset and mad. Right?
But I mean, this is the space, the red pill space, and Myron's one of the toxic red pillers out here. Like he's not one of them guys that even talks about like, oh yeah, you should date for a long time. He's just simply like teaching guys how to bust and block.
And also, it's like even that. It's like if they say, oh, I bust and blocked like 100 girls last month.
Yeah.
Or last month, 30 days. Well, that's a lot. And but then you ask him what's the average score of those girls.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna like stutter because.
You know what? You know what's funny about that? This guy right here that's actually conducting an interview with thot. He said that Myron actually sent him an email trying to learn game tips from him before he became fresh and fit. And then Myron, right? That's lame as hell. Then Myron was on there like, yeah, right now I'm a little below average as far as the high value man. I've got 101 leg count, and most of them are 3s or 4s. Right now I make 50,000 a year, and
That's
it's like,
how much FBI gets paid?
I don't think that was the number. I think he made a little more than that, but still, it's just like that's lame as hell. And then like that's just him admitting, right? What you just said has truth to it. He's busting a lot, but he's not busting quality busts.
Right.
3s and 4s.
You're well spoken, you're a businesswoman, come on and share your points with everyone. I was like, okay, cool. Me, I've been on like 4 podcast interviews, and it's primarily about like 1 or 2 people. Like, it's more intimate, right? I get there and there's like 20 bitches there. And I'm like, why do you need my opinion if you have all these thoughts here?
And supposedly they're all like seeking arrangement girls too. Like the way he hit you up is how he gets all the other guests too.
Well, yeah, that, and then now that they're growing their platform though, that they are growing on Instagram and stuff like that, but they have a pretty bad reputation as far as like local girls in mind. That's why they always have new girls.
I like how he's talking to her. I don't think he wants to bust her in any way because she was saying how like, oh, I don't understand why he wants me there because he has all those thoughts.
Yeah.
Implying I'm way better than them.
Right.
And then he just like slapped her by saying, oh, he probably met them all on Seeking Angie. Just like how he met you.
Oh, she thought she was gonna get a compliment. She was kind of fishing.
Right.
Yeah.
Because no girls really want to come back.
I'm a dating coach too, and that's what I always pick on is that any guys that I know that are getting a lot of girls, or getting hot girls, they love women.
Go weak in the knees for
Alright, y'all. So basically, y'all heard what she said, and that was actually one of her actual good points right there. And John Anthony Lifestyle and Authentic Alpha actually also kind of chimed in their different ways, and basically were saying that all that Terminator arrogance shit is not going to work for you. And I say that all the time. I've said that in previous videos before. You run around here acting like, oh, these girls, you better look at me and all this kind of stuff. It's not going to work for you. You have to play the game a little bit.
And I think Ayendei, he has a great point about how like your confidence has to be authentic.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, yes, you can fake it to a certain point. Like just like a job interview. You can fake it to a certain point.
Right.
Yeah, you can get a job, like you can get a girl.
Right.
But at a certain point, if you don't improve yourself to actually match up to your confidence level, people are gonna see something and be like,
That's real. And I know I said earlier that Myron seemed very confident in what he was saying, and at first he kind of had like, okay, this little ugly dude's getting him and stuff like that. But then that was because he wasn't having any women around him. He was just talking about it to the camera.
Right.
But now I'm seeing him interact with women, and hearing about all these different scandals and everything like that, and it's just showing me like you're not who you say you are. That's like that would be like a dude telling me that he boxes really well, and then I get in there and I see him spar, and he looks like shit.
Deserves it, you know what I mean? But when you come in with an ego that's bigger than your dick, no one wants to touch you. And Fresh fell in love with me. Fresh is in love with me. He wants me to be his wife. He was like, I will give you whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want. He's like, you can drive my Lamborghini every fucking day. I will just be with me. And I was like, what are you gonna do? Like, go on the show and tell everyone you're dating the girl that like spit on Myron? Like, how's that gonna work?
Wait, so he was like offering to buy you shit?
No, I wouldn't say he was like, I'll give you an allowance or that kind of thing. It was more like, bro, I'll like give you the world if you be with me. Like, but on a serious level, like where we're like in love and have a relationship or whatever it may be. He's very smitten with me, and I have to say openly now though that I do think Fresh is a sweetheart. He's never been disrespectful to me. I think that's also because he's kind of a pussy.
What are you wearing? Paid for besides the press stuff.
Dad, you're such a douche, Myron.
Oh, she got you good, Myron.
Bitch, you spit on me.
That's right, I'll do it again.
Myron! Just don't do it, Myron.
Fresh. Did you see what she just
Myron,
did?
she's a great woman, Myron. You deserve it, Myron. You deserve it.
Huh, so I deserve it, huh?
You're mean.
Is that what you're saying?
Really? You should have used game, Myron.
Yeah. Well, why aren't you using your McLaren and your yacht to get these girls?
Well, wait, Myron. Don't blame this on me, Myron. Myron, what are you doing, Myron?
So what she said earlier about Fresh really liking her shows, that Fresh is not this Teflon Don red pill guy that he claims to be, like how he was acting like Miranda, like, yeah, we just vibing. Yeah, I see, we just vibing. I see about her later. We just vibing. You're like, no, you're really out here, you're a regular guy, but you backed yourself into a corner because you have to keep this little facade up of being a red pill, bust and block exterminator. And yeah, no girl can get your heart. You don't love anybody, all this kind of stuff, but you run around here wanting to be in love with this girl right here.
Or he's like, you know how like throughout the show he was kind of being like not bullied, but he was like the lower dog.
Yeah.
Compared to Myron, and Myron disrespect him all the time, call him stupid and all that.
Yep.
So this whole time he was just like, yes, Myron. And finally, this girl showed up and she crushed Myron in the show. Right, in his own show. So Fresh is like, oh yeah, I need her in my life. I need this girl. I want her. So
so she needs that defense against Myron, basically.
Yeah.
Or he needs
that.
Okay. Cause she seemed like she might be a pretty big girl too, and like they might be about the same size as her and Myron.
Wow.
So yeah, if
the next time Myron bullies me, I can ask her.
Alright, so basically Ayendei said that Myron is a very cheap to tube type of guy, and he's a corner cutter unless it's something that he can get the advantage on. So he says when people do work for him, like I don't know, maybe you did a website for him, you edited his video, he might not pay you if he can get away with it. But when it comes to stuff like hacking Instagrams and hacking other YouTubes and stuff, and that's probably why several YouTubers got their Instagrams deleted. Like I know Kevin Wilder said his got deleted, and a few others said theirs got deleted. So he probably paid those guys so he had that little unfair advantage.
Let's go ahead and hack everybody. Kevin Ray Wilder, that bitch who came on the show, Playing with Fire, and Ayendei, and yeah, how about let's hack Spencer Cornelia. I've been wanting to get my hands around his neck, but since I can't, I'll go this way.
I don't know if I can do it, man. I don't know.
You can't do it. Type faster, Chris.
I'm trying, Myron. If you knew anything, we could. Please, man.
Do it now. Get it done.
And I think that's lame as hell. Yeah, Myron definitely seems like the shady businessman where you'll do something for him and he'll be like, no, you supposed to do 2 more of those and then I'll pay you. That's lame as hell.
Yeah.
That's lame as a bitch.
I'm glad that you mentioned how Myron's a businessman, because I feel like when it comes to the business world, there are 2 things that are really important and it's really hard to reverse once you ruin it. One is your reputation, the other one is your credibility. And obviously Myron's just stomping on
He's
both
ruined
of
it.
them.
Yep, pretty bad. So basically he's saying that he's scary and he's still doing his little underhanded tactics and stuff. So he said he got his Instagram deleted as well. And she was asking, how does he know it's Myron? And I would say that we know it's Myron because all the people whose Instagrams have been randomly deleted or took down or messed with or hacked or whatever the hell have had some type of issue with Myron. The girl right there spit on Myron. Kevin Ray Wilder constantly crushes Myron. I think there's another dude that was on Duke and Don's Playing with Fire. I think he's constantly coming for Myron. He has a big following as well. Ayendei, always crushing Myron, has a solid following. So of course he wants to silence all these people. This is just part of his whole dictatorship situation. He wants to silence you any way he can. If he can't get your YouTube removed, he'll get your Instagram crushed off.
He's gonna go behind her back and have her Instagram, shut down.
Right. All right, man. So basically, right there, he said that he's talking about how the girl spit on and everything like that, and he's saying how he would die way before anybody ever spits on him. He's never been spit on, girl or man, or anything like that. And I definitely feel that. I think if somebody spits on you, I think that they're really asking for it. I think that is a form of assault, because you have to think about all these different people out here that you never know what this person might have. They spit on you, they've been spit in your eye, and now they got into your orifice of your eye, and now you have some type of shit going on, or some infection. They spit in your mouth, whatever. You never know what the hell could happen.
The only culture that I know of that spitting on people is a form of respect is that movie we watched, Dune.
Oh yeah, that shit's gross. That shit
it's like in any other culture I know of, it's like no, it's like you disrespect, like.
Right. Yeah, he was just further saying that Myron's a hoe because this woman spit on him in front of his face. Yeah, I guess he doesn't know what he was supposed to do. I guess he had hella restraint and everything like that. But it's pretty sorry that you let her spit on you and then you wait till she leaves out of your apartment and then you be like, hack her Instagram now! Like, that's lame as hell. So you got Chris over here hacking Instagrams. If this woman right here spit on you, what would be your reaction, man? I think that this shows a level of entitlement by this little sorry thot that she thinks she can go spit on somebody.
Right.
Like, how do you, like what world is that? Anybody that thinks they can spit on somebody is an extreme garbage, bottom of the barrel human being. That's the risk you run when you bring all these random thoughts into your apartment. But I just said.
No, but if you go in and punch them out, that's more than self-defense, you know?
That is self-defense still. If it's a man-on-man spitting situation, and a man spits on me, he said, and he spits on me.
So what if he's a J?
And he gotta get fucked. He's a J. Well, he's a J. So that's already nasty. You're a biohazard because you ain't been cleaning up or nothing like that. And then you want to spit on me. So I gotta roll up my sleeves so I can cover my hands just in case my wrist, my
right.
hands
So
get,
your blood touches his blood. Like,
yeah, I can't have that. So I gotta punch you with the stuff on. Yeah. But I don't know, that's just tough to me. That's a sticky situation right there. You got girls in there overhand right you, hitting you in the stomach, wanting to pull the Glock out on you, and now spitting on you, and you just in there just gotta take it, man. What would y'all do about it? Let me know down in the comments below, man. But that's the end of the video, man. Go ahead and comment whatever it is, anything that you might have thought was worth talking about down there. And yeah, if you watched it to this point, thank you. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.